Hello again. Welcome back with more Snake's Revenge. First things first, let's get some more health so one bullet won't kill us. Guards have about a 1 in 20 chance of dropping something, and that's a very rough estimate just based on my playthroughs of the game. And they can drop two things, health or ammunition. So I got pretty lucky there with that guy giving me the ration. Especially so quickly. Anyway, about the Metal Gear series. If you really wanted to play the MSX2 versions of Metal Gear and its direct sequel, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, the PS2 release of Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence has both, from what I can tell. I just got the original Metal Gear Solid 3 release, and if you haven't played the Metal Gear games, especially the Metal Gear Solid series, I encourage you to do so. Again, some people are very put off by the long cinematics, the convoluted plot twists, and the way a lot of the questions of the series are actually end up being resolved, but all that aside, the Metal Gear series offers some things that really can't be found anywhere else, and I enjoy them to this day. The original Metal Gear Solid is probably one of my favorite games of all time, and I played the hell out of it back in the day, 1998, 99. That aside, if you don't have Metal Gear Solid 3 at all, you could probably find the Subsistence copy lying around, in various places online, maybe eBay or Amazon, for not too much. And Metal Gear Solid 3, great game. I would say far superior to Metal Gear Solid 2, and very on par with the first Metal Gear Solid. So, about Kojima, the kind of director of the Metal Gear series, it was his baby after all. It probably wouldn't surprise you to know that he went to film school, and his initial ambition was to be a film director, and he kind of surprised his friends with his sudden shift into video game design. And that's why, again, looking at his games, they appear very Hollywood-esque and kind of cinematic heavy. Not to say that, again, that's necessarily a bad thing. To each their own. I don't tend to mind cutscenes. When they start getting to be half an hour or 45 minutes long, again, it can be a little off-putting. It can break up the action of the game, but as long as you know what you're getting into. Snake's Revenge, again, did not have Kojima's hand in it at all. But from what I remember, his reception to the game was rather warm at first, claiming it to be staying true to the spirit of the original Metal Gear games. Some people tend to say, well, this Metal Gear is a little more action-oriented, and I can kind of see that. In a lot of places, especially early on, it can seem like you can just blow through the guards, as long as you don't get spotted consistently, like every single screen. You can really just go around willy-nilly, shooting guards with your handgun and pistol, and then just stopping to refill your health when necessary. Again, early on, they tend to have a number of rations spread around. You've seen how many ration refills I've already run into. If you get into that habit, though, you're going to have a very bad time when you get to the mid or late game, especially getting towards the end with the final areas of the game. The guards that come out to pursue you when you get spotted there are not these, bread and butter sentries here, unarmored with submachine guns, I guess, that just take one bullet to die. You will see just how mean the last guards can get during the final areas of the game. And as we go on, the guards' uniforms will change, and I think they do more damage as well. Sorry, just pausing to check and see how far I am in on the video time here. I don't know why I went up there. That is a dead end. Way to go, Gamma. Not gonna drop anything for me? Way to be a dick about it. That is apparently a card level 3 door. Unless I'm just standing in the wrong spot. No, that's a card 3 door. Okay. What do you want? That's kind of an odd message. Guess he's just checking in. Snake's compatriots tend not to be that too worried about him. I guess since he is Solid Snake, you assume he can really take care of himself, but that pilot there, maybe he doesn't have that much faith in us. Speaking of Solid Snake, he's been one of my kind of favorite characters, video game characters, throughout the ages, and I really want to avoid spoilers if at all possible. But the way they kind of brought his story arc to an end in Metal Gear Solid 4, I was a little bit disappointed, but I can't say I have too much to complain about. With his, at the end of his mission there, things did feel wrapped up. Maybe they didn't wrap up the same way that I thought they might, especially considering how things were kind of leading up to the end and what you might expect Kojima to do, but I have to agree with the way he brought it to an end, I suppose, in the end. So here's a new boss. These Grenadier dudes will lob a bunch of grenades at you, and they take off a lot of health if you get hit by them. I'm gonna try not to get hit by them. And right now I'm just checking to see if anyone has anything to say on them. These guys are kind of easily exploited. All I have to do is run around in a clockwise or even counterclockwise direction, and they will miss me with every single shot. So we go from one kind of tough boss to pushovers. You'll notice that I am definitely not going to have enough grenades to finish these guys off completely. That's going to be kind of a recurring theme with bosses. You often don't really have enough of your first choice, in dealing with them, and have to switch to something else. Again, not too bad. Shit. Oh, come on. That's it. Yeah, that was tough, huh? And here, we find what they were guarding. Keycard number 3. So now we can go back and open that door and see what that was hiding. But I think that's actually a pretty good stopping point for this video.